Hello everyone, I hope you are doing very well. This is part B of the video focusing on code management in ATLAS.ti. Let me open the project. Alright, as you can see, we have 10 documents, 15 codes, 6 document groups, and 3 code groups in this project. Let me open Code Manager. Alright, in this video, we will focus on merging, splitting, duplicating, and linking codes. So we start with merging codes. To merge two codes, you can simply select those codes. For example, Prof Cutter and Reform. I would like to merge these two codes. One of them has one quotation and the other one has two quotations. Before merging these two, I prefer to show you the quotations. So double click on this. So you can see that quotation 3.2 and 10.2 are the quotations that have been coded with Reform, and quotation 9.1 is the quotation that has been coded with the code Prof Cutter. So when I merge these two, what happens is that I will have one code with 3 quotations, 2 from Reform and 1 from Prof Cutter. So let me right click on this and then select merge. Now you can select one of these codes as the target code that will be kept in the project. So I prefer to keep this one. And then when I click on merge codes, you can see that I don't have the code Prof Cutter anymore in this project. The number of the codes is 14 now, and the quotations connected to Reform are 3 quotations. The other feature is splitting codes, and this feature is quite important. For example, consider a situation where you have been lumping together many quotations under a broad code, and now you want to be more specific and split that particular code into subcodes. So to split a code, what you need to do is to right click on a code. For example, we will split administration. Right click on the code and then select split. Now here I can see the quotations connected to the code administration, and what I need to do is to define the new codes that I would like to create. For example, let's just split administration into administration 1 and administration 2. If I click create, these two codes are created here, and using these checkboxes I can code these quotations with these two codes. So let's just code quotation 1.2, 1.3 and 1.4 with the code administration 1. So I just select these checkboxes, and the rest of the quotations with administration 2. So I just select these checkboxes. So what happens here is that previously we had these quotations coded with administration. Now we have the same quotations coded with administration, of course 3 of them, and the rest of the quotations have been coded with administration 2. So again, if you just select these boxes, you can still have these quotations coded with administration, but actually I prefer not to select them, so I just deselect them. So this is the alternative. You can select these boxes and also code these quotations with the new codes, or you just deselect them. So when I click on a split code, and then you just need to click yes, because right now there is no quotations connected to this code. So we have administration 1 with 3 quotations and administration 2 with 5 quotations. All right. The third option in this video is duplicating codes. And again, this duplication feature is very important Let me give you an example. Just imagine that we have a code health here, and this code has 400 quotations connected to it. So we have 400 rather than 4, just assume that this is 400. So we have 400 quotations coded with the code health. And now we would like to code the same 400 quotations with a new code, for example, doctor. So if you want to find those 400 quotations in your project and code each of them with the code doctor, it will take a long time. And I think the shortcut is that you just right click on this code, select duplicate. Now you have the same code with the same quotations connected to it. So what you need to do now is to rename this code to doctor. So what we have done here is that we have coded those 400 quotations with a new code, which is doctor. So basically it really helps you, this feature really helps you a lot in terms of saving the time in your project. And the last feature that I'm going to talk to you about is linking codes. So to link two codes, you can simply select one of the codes and then drag and drop it on the other code. And then a list is displayed here, and you need to define how these two codes are related to each other. For example, is the first code contradicts the second one? Is the first code is a cause of the second one? Or is the first code, for example, is associated with the second one? So let's just select this one. Now you can see that the density values for innovation and management has changed from 0 to 1. It means that there is one code in this project that is connected with innovation, and also there is one code in this project that is connected with management. So these two codes are now connected to each other or linked to each other. And if I want to show you this, I can simply simply select one of these codes and then select Open Network. Now you can see that these two codes are connected to each other, and innovation is a cause of management. Again, we will talk about networks in the next videos, but I just wanted to show you how the connection between the two code is created and how it is displayed in ATLAS.ti. So I don't save this network, but these two codes are now connected to each other, or they are linked to each other. So again, there should be grounds and logic behind linking codes to each other. Otherwise, this process will be totally meaningless. All right, let me just do another example. Let's just connect management. Let's just link management with reform. So I just drag, click on management, drag and drop it on reform, and this time I define this relationship as a kind of contradiction. Now you can see that the density value for management is 2. It means that there are two codes in this project that are connected with management. And if I want to see those codes, I can simply right click on this and then select Open Network. Of course, I can also click on this button. Now you can see that basically I have 3 codes here connected to each other. Innovation is a cause for management, and management contradicts reform. So again, I don't save this network. We will talk about networks in the next videos. All right, there is another option here in the ribbon, free codes, in case that you would like to create a list of the codes and later on you assign them to your quotations. You can simply click on these and just create a list of the codes and later you just assign those codes into your quotations. So we call them free codes because these are the codes that are not connected to any quotation in the project. All right. So the last issue here is code 3. If I click on this code that has linkages with some other codes, and then if I click on code 3, I can see these relationships within a hierarchical format. I can see the branches. I can click on these triangles to see how these codes are connected to each other. All right, that's it. Thank you very much.